Okay, it's Monday, October 13th, 2014. I'm up, had my first cup of coffee, and ready to take a couple trades, and then I'm going to take the one trade a day strategy today. I was going to take it on Friday. Last Friday it worked. I was waiting for it, and it didn't look like it was going to do anything. I waited for like an hour. It didn't look like it was going to do anything, so I said, okay, it's just going to be dead for Friday. Plus, it went up and down within a range. It just didn't look like it was going to go either way. So I went down to Starbucks to go get some coffee and a sandwich, and I got back, and it given an entry, and it was on its way to making the 20 ticks. Last time I saw it, it went 30 ticks, a little over 30 ticks. It might have went more. I didn't look at it since. But it was good for the 20. That's all I really care about. And so that trade is batting, really super high. It really is. It's a really high percentage trade. I'm going to take a trade here. See if I can get a signal. It's going a little bit slow here, but we'll be able to take a couple trades before the one trade a day strategy and call it a day. It's pretty easy stuff. You're going to watch me do this. It's very simple, and for those of you out there that know the codes, you see what I'm doing, and you see it's certainly not rocket science, that's for sure. But yeah, that one trade per day strategy trade is just, really doing well. Really doing well. Let's see if we can't make 20 ticks here. Okay, I'll pause the video, I'll come right back. Okay, I have taken a long position here. See if we can make 20 ticks. Okay, here we go. It's going to go break the top here real quick and go make it. We've got a top up here. I am going to place a break-even stop because we've got a top up here. It could reverse off of and come back down. Placing a break-even stop at 85.07. 85.07. 85.07 on the stop. It's just to protect it because if you were to look at the 10-minute chart, you see we're coming up and double topping off the 10-minute chart here. It's either going to go and break that top and go up and hit my exit, or it's just going to come back down and hit the stop. One of the two. But either way, I don't want, if it's going to come back down, I don't want to ride it back down. If it's going to go up and break, then it's just going to go hit my exit. You see what I'm saying? It could come down, hit my stop, then go up and hit the exit. That's true. But if I was still in, that is, go up and go break. But I'm not gonna, risk that. This is just a quick mathematical way. It's either gonna come back down, hit my stop, or it's gonna keep on going and go break. But the thing is, the reason why I'm placing the stop, not playing without the stop, as I normally do, is because of the risk factor of this is the top up here, a big top on the 10-minute. It's naturally gonna, even because of the code, it's naturally gonna have a hard time going above that top. So it's also mathematically likely to come back down a bit, and then maybe it'll go break. But maybe it'll come back down a bit, and then maybe it'll go test it again, come back down a little bit, and then go break. It may do that, or it may just go up and then come all the way back down. There's no telling. I'm just going to give the trade a chance to go make it. Let's see, where is 26 at? Yeah, that's above the... Or is it above? No, I think it might be at the very top. I think 26 might be at the very, very top up there. So if it actually double tops off the second top, then it probably will get out. But either way, I'm either going to make 20 ticks or I'm going to break even. No big deal, right? When you know the code, you can always take precision level entries to where you don't have to lose on the trade. You know what I mean? It works. It works really super well. But I just wanted to show you why I'm playing with the break-even stop here. Because of the 10-minute chart. Maybe I should show that to you. Okay, just got me out. That's the reason why right there. Let's see, what is the... Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. I need to go see something. Okay, let's go take a look at the 10-minute chart real quick. I just want to show you why I was doing that. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, you see the top here? You got that top right there, and then you got it. It was coming up right there. See, it went right there, so it's like topping, double topping right there. All right? It's going to have a naturally hard time to go up and break that top. Okay? And it may mess around right here first, but it also may come down. So it may go up and double top and then just come right back down. This is just a chart play, right? That's why I was playing it protective off of a chart play, even though I got a code 1 entry to go long. And it went long. It just didn't go 20 ticks. Almost. Came close. But not quite. That's why you just want to play it protective up there at that level. You know, when you're trying to get it through. Okay, let me see here. Okay, I'm going to come back. I'm going to take another trade or two before the 1 trade per day, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, I've taken another position here just now to go long. And let's see if this thing is going to take off here. Coming back down on me. Let's see, where's my out? You see where my out's at? Okay, I've got, yeah, got it. Okay, that's almost to my stop anyway. Almost to my stop. Okay, let me, in the interest of time, let me pause the video. I'll come back. Okay, I've placed a stop at 39 so I can let the computer take over, so I'm not going to worry about it now. Stop is at 39. I am not sure why it is coming down here. That entry should have worked. Okay, in the interest of time, let me come back. Okay, let's see what it's going to do here. I think it's going to go down, but we'll see. Still hasn't hit the stop yet. Okay, in the interest of time, I better come back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take another position, though, if it goes short. So it'll come down, hit the stop, go short, and I'll take another position short. Otherwise, it's going to just go long here, and then I'll just hold it long. And technically, the code would still work and be good. I mean, not technically, it would. Period. I'll be right back. Okay, it's a long entry off of code 1. So it's poised to go now. The only thing that we want to see now here is for it to go. I mean, it should just go and go up and break that top and go higher to some new higher level, whether it be 10, 20, 30 ticks higher, whatever. But to some new higher level, okay? If it doesn't do that, then it's going to roll over. Roll over and play dead and go back down. So, but we'll just use the code and see what it does. Once it gets out ahead about 10, 15 ticks, I'm going to place a break-even stop on it. I'll just use the code from there. Matter of fact, about 10 ticks ahead, I'll place a break-even stop on it. Okay, here we go. 85.56, preparing the stop. About 10 ticks ahead, so I need to get it about 65. Also watching the code, we're looking good. Okay, I'll take it to 56 now. 85.56. Okay, and let it go. Watching the code. This thing gonna make it? Come on, a little higher. Just a little higher. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're out for the first 20 here. Okay, so I'm going to watch the code here, and I will come back for another entry. Oh, but let me just say, you see that on that particular one, it came close to the stop. Actually, it came 1 tick away, but not that I tightened the stop up to a 16 tick stop instead of a 20 tick. I know that's only 4 ticks, but still, ticks add up. So, but I was able to tighten it up to a 16 tick stop. That's the tightest I could go, technically, on the code. So, but technically, if it had broken there, the code would be no good. So that's the appropriate place to put it. Normally, I just get out manually, but I didn't want to do it. I wanted to just let the computer take over. It didn't hit. It went back up. Technically, the code is good. It gave another code, long entry. Boom, took off. Gone back up. So, code good. Be right back. Okay, I was going to take I'm going to teach you something really quick. I was going to take another code entry. If you look at the chart, you see you got 1 to go short, and then we've got what looks to be 1 to go long. So you say, okay, well, why don't you just take it long? Well, it might work. I mean, it might work, but let me just show you the risk on it really quick. Let's see, we want to go to the 10-minute. Okay, 10-minute chart. Let's zoom out a bit. Alright, let's zoom in a little bit. Okay. Wait a second. What am I looking at here? Okay. I'm just looking. Why does it look different on both charts? Okay. Okay, just look at the way the 10-minute looks for a second. Alright, now let's go back to the 1-minute again. Okay. So if a long entry, it would have to go back up again, and to get anywhere, well, it's right back up to the top. Okay? So it would have to go back up to the top again. And look at where it's at on the 10-minute. Coming down. So do you see what I'm saying? At this point, it'd be easier for it to come down than it would be to go up. Because if it goes up, it's going to have to break. And it's already broken here. Shot up. So in order to go make another break, it would have to go up again and shoot up again. Mathematics become less on that. It's more likely to come back down. It's more like it did here. It came back down right into there before it shot up. So even if it did go up higher, it'd probably come back down first. So you see, that's just a risky trade. Whereas I was taking the first one. It broke on the first one. This would be the second one. So you see, it's become less mathematics. So what we really wanted to see in that situation was 2 back-to-back short entries, which we didn't get. That's why I didn't take it. And so now, watch, it's more likely to roll over. So give a short, give a long, not do anything, roll over. Get ready to jump on the rollover. Because it'll start lining up then. Code 1 short, code 1 short, code 1 short. And start coming down on the 10-minute chart. Come back down. Or it might start giving opposing entries, short, long, which means it's going to go up and down more in a range. We can just wait for a lineup. Because if you wait for the lineups, not only is that a high mathematical percentage on the entry, very high, but it's also very high on the exit too, in terms of not just 20 ticks, but even more, sometimes more. Depends on where you got in. Did you get on the second one, third one, fourth one, and then how much was it going to go down or up or whatever. Just depends. But 20 is high, very high. So using both techniques, getting out at 20 and getting in on a multiple code 1 entry, will get your mathematics very high. Very high. And, that's all you need to do really super well at trading. Okay, so I'll come back. Okay, if I'd have gone long with the last code 1, right now it'd be working. It's just a question of, will it go up and break? Let's see. Yeah, because actually technically 20 would be a break. So it would, I could get like 18 or something. But actually to get 20 would be like a break. And would it go up and do that? Is it going to go up and break right now? Or is it going to come up here and just roll over? I cannot tell which one it's going to do yet. I'd say it's got a 50-50 chance either way. So I'll come back, but I'm going to use the code on it and take entry. I'm not going to take a break or anything like that. I'm just going to use the code. Nothing but the code. The whole code, and nothing but the code. Okay, I'll be back. In any event, though, you could have gotten like 18 ticks off the last entry. If it hits 80, you could get 20. There's your 20. Okay, so now you can see that I should have just followed the code, and if it said went long, I should have just went long and forget about the chart. I probably do that too much. I look at the chart too much instead of just seriously following the code. Because you know what though? The code has been really super good today. Really good today. Oh yeah. That was a dumb move not to follow it. Okay. Well, okay, I'll follow it from here on out. Be back. Okay, I have just taken a long position. To go long here, let me calculate my out. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, one thing I want to talk about this entry here. If this thing does not get going, what it's going to do is it's going to roll over because we're in a downward trend, okay, and it gave a long position off of that downward trend. It'll either go back up and come up to the top up here maybe, or it'll just come up a little bit and then roll over. So that's the risk. So we need to watch, see if we get another code entry to go the same position, or if we go the opposite direction. If it goes the opposite direction, we absolutely want to go in that opposite direction with it. Hopefully it won't drop down on us and hit the stop. I'm going to get out early, of course. Let's see where I'm going to get out, like about 11 ticks. 11 tick loss, 12 ticks. So I'll come back. Okay, I did just get stopped out right there. I'm going to take another position. And by the way, just to talk about it really quick, if you look at it, that was what's called a rollover. It just rolled over. I just happened to pick the wrong one. It's alright, the rest of them will work. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I've just taken a short position there. This thing keeps catching me, doesn't it? Okay, it should drop out here though. Just calculating my out. Always gotta do that. Okay, I know what it is. Okay, I'll come back and show you the progression and outcome. I just don't want to take up too much time recording this. But it's just going to drop down. Code gave a short entry. It's just going to drop down. Okay, I'll be right back. Just to show you real quick, I've tightened up the stop to 51. Be right back. Okay, I just exited that position because it just gave a long entry right there. Suppose I could go long with it, but I went long with the last one. It didn't do anything. So I don't really want to go along with this one. Probably make a mistake. Now it's going to go all the way back up. I seem to keep picking the wrong ones. That's why I'm not getting anywhere. I go with the ones that don't work, and I miss all the ones that do. So when that happens to you, don't feel bad, because it happens to me too. You're watching it on camera. But, you know, I'm going to take another one, and I think it's probably going to roll over into it, to be honest with you. But whatever it does, I'll take it. If it goes up, it might continue to go up. So I'll go ahead and take it if it does. So I'll be back. Okay, I've taken another short entry here. Just as predicted, it's a rollover. Did the same thing last time. Just wants to roll over. So I'm short here, and I will pause the video and come right back and show you the progression and outcome of this particular trade. But this one should be a good one. It should drop out here, and if I am wrong, it'll be a very small loss. So that's also a very good, very good. You always, whenever you jump in, it's always best if you can take a small loss instead of a large loss. And if you have to take a large loss, it's better not to even play it. Just skip that one. Okay, I'll come right back. Okay, I just had to exit that trade. That was another. It's just getting really super tight in here. So it's just the way, you know, it dropped down, but then here it's getting really tight. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And the funny part is, the irony is, that if you were to actually analyze it mathematically, you would see that the code today is batting almost 100%. And that I just happened to take the wrong trades. Seriously, that's true. I just happened to take the wrong trades. If I hadn't have taken those, but took all the rest of them, I'd have won. I just happened to take the wrong ones. Now, listen, I'm just telling you, in your trading, the same exact thing is going to happen to you. And you're going to think, why does that happen? It just does. That's why every day is a different day. Some days are really easy. Some days are really hard. Some days you should have made a whole bunch of money, but you didn't, because you passed up on the ones that you thought didn't look good and they work. Then you take the ones that that you think are going to work and they don't, and then you do the same thing again. It just happens to be that work out that way. The only one I didn't take was the last one, or the one before the last one, but still the last one didn't work either. It was just really super tight. So it's just the way it's working out. That's why every day is different. On a quantum level, in other words, on an exceedingly complex level, every day is different. It's different with respect to how it's trading. It's different with respect to how you play it. Every day is different. Every trade is different. Every time you get into a trade, you act differently from each trade. So the thing to do is just do the best you can at all times, but never beat yourself up. As soon as you start beating yourself up, then you become your worst enemy. Don't become your worst enemy. You want to help yourself do this, right? Relax. Take it easy. And don't worry about the frustration. Because the frustration will come. It's how you will deal with that frustration as to whether you'll be successful or not. Because as you can see from my record, if you go back and watch the other videos, you see some days are just really super easy. It looks just so easy. Other days, not so easy. Right? Even though, ironically, I should be doing really super good today. It's just the way it worked out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the one trade per day strategy, and I'm going to call it a day. And as you can see, with respect to the code 1, I wasn't able to do very good today. I should have did really super well, but I just wasn't able to, for the silliest reason. But it's all right, because it's a good example of the way real trading is, because this is also going to happen to you. Just realize that every day is a new day, and look at my record. Watch the trades. Same thing's going to happen to you. It's going to be easy, it's going to be hard, going to be frustrating, going to be in the middle, going to be a struggle, going to be easy, going to be hard, going to be frustrating, in the middle, going to be a struggle. Just going to keep going, all of those. Just flow with whatever's happening. Don't expect to make something every single day. Just take what comes. Take what you can get every day. Take what it gives to you and what you can get. Don't expect more. Okay, so I'll come back for the one trade per day strategy. That one's batting at least 90% right now. So, and according to the chart, it should do pretty good. Yeah, I think it should do good today, according to the previous code 2s. So, code 2 this morning was good for 100 ticks, just barely, but it was good for 100. So I will be back shortly for the one trade per day strategy. Okay, I'm back for the one trade per day strategy. This one's been batting really super hot. This one should be a good one today because it's tight. So whatever it gives, a long or a short, it should make the 20 ticks pretty easy. So it should be an easy day today. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'll be back. I'll take the entry and then I'll show it to you and show you the progression and outcome of the trade. But this should be a fairly easy and maybe even a quick 20 ticks. Okay, I have taken a short position, and this is the one trade per day strategy. This is just for 20 ticks. We're 1-to-1, 20 tick stop, 20 tick exit. 1-to-1 on this trade. That never changes. And we're going for 20 ticks here. Let's see how fast we can get it. This might be a quick one. Remember, I told you it's tight, so this could be a quick one. Or it might take a while. You know, you never know. But I would say a lot of times, I'm not sure the percentage is, but on the tight ones, they'll do pretty quick. A lot of times. I don't know what the percentage is. Probably 50% of the time, probably. Maybe a little bit more, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll come back and show you the progression and, of course, the outcome of the trade. By the way, I'm not entirely certain I mentioned this, but just in case I didn't, last Friday, it was good. Oh, yeah, I did mention that, didn't I? Yeah, I remember telling you about the Starbucks. So yeah, it was good last Friday. This thing has been batting really, really high. I mean, you know, I'm not sure how many trades in a row here when this is, but it's pretty high. It's pretty high, but it does lose. You'll see. It definitely does lose. But, you know, right now I would estimate it's about 90%. But I think long term it would prove to be more like 80%. But we'll see. But either way, whatever it is, it's a moneymaker. I guarantee you that. And that's just 1-to-1 too. It's because the mathematics on it are so high. That's why. I mean, it's just really super high. And it's a way for you to keep from getting into trouble. You know, for instance, you see me take trades and lose on the code 1, and take trades and lose, you know, and then, you know, hit one, but it's easier to get out of control that way. But if you just take one trade per day, you can never get out of control. And then by default, you're taking a high mathematical trade. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why it works so well. You never get into trouble. You never go off a cliff. And it's just one trade per day. It's just mathematics at that point. Then you can control it through your contracts. And, you know, I don't recommend trying to get rich off this trade, but this trade is a good trade to make a nice little chunk of change. And every day, plenty of money, I think. So anyway, we're getting close. Not there yet, but plenty of time to go. So I'll come back. I just wanted to show something really quick. It's giving code 1 long entries to go long, but as I always say, code 2 overrides code 1. And so we are in a code 2 trade to go short. Pay no attention to code 1 long entries. I know that sounds crazy, but that's the way you play this trade. And this trade has very high mathematics on it, so you want to play it the right way. I just wanted to show that really quick. I'll come back. You can see on the chart that the previous bottom is 45 right here. So it came like, what, 6 ticks away from my exit on the original drop. But when it goes down and breaks the 45, it'll very easily make the exit from there. So it's just a matter of hitting that break, going below the 45 and hitting 44. Okay, come. As you can see, this trade is taking a while. It's been, what, about 45 minutes? Yeah, about 45 minutes or so that we've been in this trade. So it's taking a while. It's not like a fast trade or anything like that. But I want to just point out that this is a set and forget trade. It's 1-to-1, 20-to-20, and it's just an enter into this trade and you can turn your back on it, walk away. The mathematical chances that it will either hit the stop or the exit are very good before even the market closes. So you can turn your back on it. If you can get back before the market closes just to check it, that would be good. But even if you can't, well, you definitely need to adjust your, make sure you've still got your stop in place once the market closes, because once it closes, it'll reset it, and your stop won't be there. So you'll either have to manually place it or call it in. Anyway, it most of the time will hit the exit. Out of the last 10 trades, this thing has only lost once. So this is batting 90% right now. So mathematics says it will make it to the exit of 20 ticks. So I'll come back, show it to you. Okay, I think this is it. It's going for the bottom at 45. There's 45 right there. Just needs to break that 45 and then it'll slide down to the 39 very quickly. Well, it should slide down pretty easily. There's 43. Okay, so it did break. It's not sliding down yet. But it will, it will. It's just, it's not exactly going super fast. But it doesn't matter how fast or how slow it goes, does it? All that matters is that mathematically it makes it, right? That's true. I mean, it'd be nice if it just went zip and you just made it to your exit and you go, okay, thanks, and walk away. But, sometimes it does that, which you've seen in these videos. The other day it did that, for instance. Actually, no, it didn't do that. It just was already almost next to my exit and then it went zip. But, this particular trade never goes zip. It never really goes there very quickly. It takes a while usually. But it's worth the 20 ticks. That's all it counts. Sometimes it does it pretty quick. Sometimes it does it pretty slow. I would say this: if this thing makes it within the next 5 minutes, it's doing it on average. It's about average what it would do. Some days are faster, some days are even slower. We're almost there. But I won't get out early, nothing like that. I will let it hit the 20 ticks because it's mathematics. Very, very high. Come on. Where did it go to 40? We're almost there. It's going to make me eat up camera time while it finally makes it to 39. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back when it hits the exit, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, it has just hit the exit there at 39. Okay, so I'm wrapping it up. That's 20 ticks for today for the 1 trade per day strategy. This thing is batting over 90% right now. But let's let the record count it. Okay, because I haven't really been keeping the mathematical track of this trade. To be honest with you, I just know it's very high, and but let's let the record count exactly what it is right on camera. So I will be. So you see, it's a decent day. Nothing special. Not when you know the code, anyway. But the one trade per day, I know that a lot of you are interested in that, and you can see it. It's it's a good trade. It's a very, very good trade. So I will be back tomorrow, and to keep showing you trades. I don't plan on getting up early anymore and taking the big code 2 trade. Sorry, I'd like to show it to you. I'd like you to see it and like that, but it's just too much for me to wake up that early. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some code 1, like I did today, and then I'm going to show you the one trade per day, like I did today. So I'm basically going to do what I did today pretty much every day, which will make it easy on me. But over time, you'll see that there's a code and it works, and what I'm saying is true. So I will be back tomorrow. Have a good day out there, traders, and I hope you did well trading today. And I will see you tomorrow.